Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to play through a few rounds of Joan of Arc, the Orleans, draw and write. Draw and write, so you're drawing out of a bag. And this is the setup. You're going to give each player a board. If you're playing solo, you can use the back of the page, which looks like this, and there'll be a deck of cards. There could also be a deck of cards playing this way, but I'm just using the standard buildings to show you how the game works. But there is a deck of cards that varies up the buildings a little bit, so should you get bored playing these. So to start the game, what you're going to do is you are going to draw out a number of tokens into the holding area based on the number of players. In a two-player game, you draw two. So what that means is we're going to take two out, and we're just going to put them up here on the top, out of the game, and then we're going to start playing. They're out of the game for the first round. They will come back in. So the first thing we do is we're going to cross off the bag 3, 4, and 5 on each player's board, because we're only going to be going through and filling this bag twice. Okay? Now we're ready to go. So this player will go first. What they're going to do is they're going to draw 5 tokens out of this bag. And when they go first, the tokens will go here. When they go first, they'll go here, just to make it easy. So we have 5 tokens, okay? We have a farmer, I think a scholar, and 2 knights. I'm not sure what that token is. So I will lovingly refer to them as a color. We have 2 red, 2 whites, and a gray. And then we're going to play. So on your turn, so this player's first, you're going to take a token and you're going to do one of 3 things. You're either going to do it for its basic ability, which a farmer will let you cross off any of the goods. They're a farmer. Or you can cross off one of the decrees. As long as there's a farmer in it, you can cross off the decree, take the bonus. If you fill in all of them and you're the first player to do so, you also get the bonus at the bottom. So that's that. Or if you have a building crossed off, so if I had this building I purchased, I could use the farmer for that effect. Now, to go along with the basic action, I can also use this to cross off a monk and turn this into anything. So there's kind of 4 actions, but really 3 basic actions you can do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take a knight. Let's take it over here. It gets discarded, but I'm just going to keep it next to me. And a knight will let me either cross off one of these decrees, do the bonus, or I can move on a path, a road path that's connected to Orleans. We all start in Orleans. We don't have a trading post there, but we start there. So any of the pathways that I cross, I want to take, I can take. If I cross stuff on my path, so meaning if I cross out these 2 icons, I will get those things in my board. And I will go ahead and do that. So it's really hard for me to reach it up there. So let's cross it off down here. We'll do this one. So I crossed off a wheat and a book. Now that's going to make all of my citizens and trading posts worth at least 1 point. Okay. So that was my turn. Now it's this player's turn. They're going to do the same thing. They have the same options of tokens, and they're going to take one and do their action. So I think what I want to do is I want to get some money. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill in a decree. I'm going to fill in, and in a 2-player game, you cross out decree 5. Sorry, forgot about that. Cross out decree 5. And then, so I'm going to use decree 3. I'm going to cross out the farmer. And I'm going to get a coin. So when you take a coin, you can put it anywhere you want, as long as it's the farthest left in that column. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up in the top because I want to try to get that free bonus. And then I'm going to take a scholar track action. All right. That's my turn. Back to this player. They're going to take another one. And I think they're going to take a farmer. And they're going to cross off a good. So they are already starting on wheat. They're going to keep going in wheat. See what happens. All right, so they have 2 wheat. That's the farmer's basic action. You can take any good you want. This player, they want to start moving on the map, so they'll take the knight. They can move on the road as well from Orleans. And I think they're going to go this way. Cross off that wine or whatever it is. I think it's wine. And then now they have wine. All right. And then this player gets this token, and they will take... That will either give them a coin, or they can cross off a coin to build a building, and they don't want to do that yet. So they're just going to take a coin. They're going to go this way. All right, done. And that's the end of that. Now the next player will go first. All these tokens are into the discard pile. This player will go first. They will draw 5. And then same rules apply here. So they have a fisherman, which they can either take a coin or move on the water. Farmer we saw. And then the scholar, I think they will let you either take a coin or build a building. So let's see. I think this player wants to move on some water. They want to keep collecting resources, and they're going to take the farmer. And they will go this way from Orleans over to here. Cross off the fabric. Done. Then this player will take 1, and they will do... They have 2 coins. They'd really like to build. We don't have that character. That's the builder, the brown token. So I think they'll take a black, and they're going to go ahead and put that here. That will give them a coin and a book. Now, when you get a bonus that's down here in this grid, you cross it off. If it's like that, if it's in the octagon or the hex, you circle it if you're the first person to do it. All right. If it's a citizen or points, otherwise you do the action and cross it off. So now I get another coin. So I'll put another coin right here. All right. So that's all from circling, or the decree up here at the top. Now it's this player's turn again, and they want to, they'll take the farmer, and they're going to cross off a good. They're going to cross off this good. Then it's this player's turn again, and they will, they're going to take a road path, or a water path, and they're going to get some cheese. So let's go this way. They're going to go that way on the water, get some cheese. Then it's this player's turn again, and they will, they have the black. They're going to go ahead and do that decree. They're going to build a building. So they're going to cross off a coin, any coin that they want. They'll cross that one off. And then they get to build a building in the level 1. First building you have to buy. If no one has built a building, comes to level 1. Once someone has built a level 1, then anybody can build level 2, so on and so forth. And I think what they want to do is they want to do the farmer action here. So now whenever they take a farmer, they have another action they can take. They can activate this building and either take a coin and a good instead of just a good. Okay? And then because they bought that building, no one else can buy it. So you cross it off. All right, and that is it. So that's the end of that round, or turn. Back to the other player up the top. They'll draw 5 tokens. All right, so they want to build a trading post. That needs the builder, so they'll take the builder. Cost a coin. You cross off a coin. Cross off this free coin here. And they're going to build any trading post either in Orleans where you start. Everybody can build an Orleans, but everywhere else can only have one person to any of the spaces that you're connected to. So they're going to go ahead and build one in 9 because, again, that's, points. That's one trading post that they built. And then everybody else will cross off 9 because they cannot build in 9. All right, done. This player's turn. They wanted to do that real bad, but they are instead going to take this gray, cross out this decree here. They'll get a coin and a book. So now they get an extra coin. So go ahead and cross that off. Another coin. All right, done. Back to this player. They're going to take a knight because they want to start expanding from their new building. And I think they're going to go down to this 8. That crosses off a cotton. Done. All right, back to this player. Man, I really want to build a stinking building. Black. I already built a building. I mean, I wanted to build a trading post. We're going to go by water. And I think I'm going to go this way. That crosses off a cheese. And then this player gets this one. They can build a building, and I think they will build this building here. This knight. Trade route. They'll build that knight, cost them a coin. Everyone else has to cross that building out. And now they have an additional action they can take with their knight. That is the end of that turn. Now, the next player will draw 5. I think there's only 5. Nope, there's 10 left, I think. Too many. We'll get rid of that farmer. Okay, so that's what they have. They're going to take this one because they really want to build. They're going to cross off a coin, and they're going to build in 7. So they're going to build their trading post in 7. They have to cross off 7. And that is that. All right, sweet. This player's turn. They want to use their fancy knight ability, I think. Yeah, let's do it. They're going to use the knight ability. So they get to do a movement and a book. So they'll go ahead and cross off the book. And they'll do a movement from... Let's do from their new number 9 this way to a cheese. All right. And that was that. Back to this player. They have a gray. I think. Ooh, they're going to take this black. Oh, that's a builder. Dang it. Dang. All right, so they're actually going to do something funky. So they're going to use this black as a monk. When you use something as a monk, it's going to turn it into a wild. You cross off this monk space here to know that you use it. And now I'm going to change that to anything that I want. And I'm going to change it to a builder to take this action. And I'll show you why I do that. First, I get a coin. Then I get a book. Okay. Now I'm the first person that did that. So I get to take another monk action. And this player can no longer do that. And I'm going to take a monk action now. And I'm going to use this one. Oh, it has to be an actual monk. I can't use that. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'll go there. I'm going to have a monk action. I got a free monk, so I'm using my monk to go to this decree number 4. Gives me a coin. And I get any good of my choice. I'm going to choose this one. When you fill in a column, you get the bonus at the bottom. If it's points or a citizen, you keep it. Otherwise, you cross it off immediately and do it. So I get a coin here. And I'll take a coin here. And because I get that, I get another monk. And I will actually... Let's do... I'm actually just going to do a monk for a scholar. We're going to go here, move up on the track, and that will give me that citizen. First player that gets there gets it. So this player has to cross it out. All right, that was a lot for one turn. That was a lot. Okay, now we will have scholars left, and I think, dang, they were almost there. Almost there. I'm just going to go ahead and use it for the book track. That's fine. Not exciting, but sometimes you got to do it. And they're going to go ahead and do the same. No, they're going to go here. They'll do this collar on the decree number 2. And then they can move along any road track that they're connected to, which is not a lot. So let's go this way and snag a cotton. All right. Done. That's the end of that round. Turn, I guess, because the round is, I guess, when the bag is empty. All right, and then the last 5. It's this player's turn. So we have all these tokens, lots of builders. I think they want to build again. They do want to build again. So they're going to build an 8. Actually, they're going to build an Orleans. And that costs them a coin. They want to keep 8 available to be able to use later. So they take this. I want to build as well. I'm going to build in 4. I'll do 3. So I'm going to build on 3. That costs me a coin, which is good. So I get a coin. or they have to cross off 3. Now, I'm the first player to do this, so I get the bonus of a farmer. So I'm actually going to do my farmer action here, which will get me a coin. And any good, I'm going to take this good. And I'm the first player to do it, so I get to do this down here. Keep crossing it off. I think it gets circled. But I get this. The depot. And then you cross this off. No one else can get that. That has been done. All right? So that's that. Another big turn. They're going to take a builder. They want to build another one. They're going to spend their last coin that they have. They're going to build an 8. They had to cross off 8. Sweet. Done. Back to me. I have a farmer. I'll go ahead and do my farmer action. That'll give me another coin. And a good. Let's keep crossing off stuff. And then they'll take the scholar. And they will take a book. All right, and that is the end of the first round. Now here's what happens when you refill. All the tokens go back in the bag. Whoever's turn it is, which I believe it'll be this player's turn. Everybody will cross off bag number 1. And we know next time when we cross off bag number 2, that is the end of the game. Then we reach in here, we grab out 2 again to take it out, and then we do all of that again. All right. Then once the bag's empty, we will score. We will look at the depots. We'll count whoever has the most depots first. So that means circled towns here. They will get a citizen. They will circle it right there. The other player can cross it off. Then you count your depots plus your citizens times where you are down here. So if I was all the way over here, my citizens plus my depots would be worth 3 points. All right. Then I'll look at the shields for goods. If you've gone all the way across in rows or all the way down in column 4, you're going to get those points. So you add up all the shields. All right. Put that in there. You're going to look at your coins. If you filled in completely row 2 or used all the coins in column 3, you will get those points. For your monks, you're going to add up anything that you didn't use. So I've used this one, so I get 6 points. If I'd used this one, I would get 4 points, so on and so forth. Then you're going to look at your depot, all the numbers you have circled, you'll add them together, put that in there, add them all up. That's your score. Whoever has the most points is the winner. I'm sure there's a tiebreaker, but I haven't had a tie happen, so I haven't looked at it. But if there's a tiebreaker, you can check out the rules and see what happens. So that is how you play Orleans, the Joan of Arc draw and write game. I guess it's not Orleans, just Joan of Arc draw and write game. And yeah, that's it. So I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.